college trip, Columbus ship, in the New Hampshire primaries. Good morning, Belen. I'm George Perez.
And I'm Jose Cobella, and you're watching WBLN. The first day of the Belen, Florida college trip was a success. They had a presentation from the Honors College and Florida Atlantic University, then made their way to the University of Central Florida for another tour, and ended the night with bowling with the alumni. They listened to their advice and what they are up to at the University of Florida.
A TV series based on the Oscar-winning film Parasite is now in the works. Frick Garcia Montes has more.
According to The Hollywood Reporter, a limited TV series is in the works based on the dark comedy thriller that won 4 major Academy Awards. Parasite follows 2 very different Korean families, one rich and one poor. Sunday night, it won Oscars for Best Original Screenplay, Best Director, Best International Feature Film, and Best Picture. Parasite director Bong Joon-ho is reportedly working to bring a limited series to HBO that expands on the film.
A replica of one of history's most iconic ships finished its 6,000-mile journey in Miami Monday afternoon. A crowd watched the vessel dock at Coconut Grove Shake-a-Leg, welcoming crew members with music, food, and waterworks. The ship was a replica of a 2,000-year-old Phoenician vessel. It completed a 5-month voyage across the Atlantic Ocean, which followed a similar path taken by Christopher Columbus centuries ago. Crew members say the trek across the pond was done to prove the historic ship was capable of completing Columbus's journey, a celebration of Phoenician ingenuity and innovation. Phoenicians were a civilization that occupied modern-day Lebanon and Syria. They were known for being extraordinary sailors and merchants. The replica ship was created in 2005 by a Dorset adventurer who wanted to recreate the first circumnavigation of Africa. It's said that the Phoenicians were the first people to accomplish this, but most evidence of the adventure has been lost to history. The ship will be on display outside Shake-a-Leg all week long.
With the New Hampshire primary starting today and the Iowa caucus still undecided, the Democratic candidates ran a mad dash across the state, making their final pitch to voters and opening new lines of attack on their rivals. Former Vice President Joe Biden downplayed the experience of the former South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg. It's not just Biden, though. Senator Bernie Sanders attempted to hold off a Buttigieg surge by knocking the wealthy donors funding the former mayor's campaign. On his part, Buttigieg began to known Sanders for being too decisive. With regards to the Iowa caucus, the Iowa Democratic Party released results Sunday that show Buttigieg earning 14 national delegates to Sanders' 12. Today, both the Sanders and Buttigieg campaigns each filed a formal request with the state party for a partial recanvass of the precincts they believe were calculated incorrectly.
What's up, Wolverines? Here are your sports news for today. 5 wrestlers on the varsity wrestling team qualified for finals at the Sebring Memorial Wrestling Tournament on February 8th. Alejandro Castro placed second at 126 pounds, Daniel Cuesta placed second at 119 pounds, Isaac Badella placed 4th at 113 pounds, Darian Torres placed 5th at 160 pounds, and Lucas Amaya placed 5th at 138 pounds. Congrats, Wolverines. The varsity baseball team will be facing off against South Miami at home on Wednesday night. Come show your support for our Wolverines. The varsity track and field team will be running in the quad meet at home this Thursday afternoon. Good luck, Wolverines. In the NBA, the Miami Heat won against the Golden State Warriors 113-101. Jimmy Butler's 21 points and 10 rebounds, along with Jay Crowder's 21 points off the bench, helped the Heat get the win. The Heat face the Jazz next on Wednesday night at Utah. In the NHL, the Florida Panthers faced off against the Philadelphia Flyers and lost 4-1. Mackenzie Weegar scored the main goal for the Panthers, with Alexander Barkov taking the assist. The Panthers and the Flyers were tied in the first quarter, with the Flyers taking the lead in the second and third quarters. The XFL is back, and its first game of the season lived up to the hype. The DC Defenders faced off against the Seattle Dragons and won 31-19. Both quarterbacks played well in their debuts, with Brandon Silvers of the Dragons having a 3-touchdown day and Cardell Jones of the Defenders having a 235-yard throwing day. The DC Defenders will be playing the New York Guardians next week at home after coming off a win against the Tampa Bay Vipers. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Andres. This past weekend was the Belen Tombola, and thanks to your help, Belen was able to surpass its goal of $700,000 this year.
That's our news for today. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm George Perez.
And I'm Jose Cobier, and as always, stay golden, Wolverines.